Hello, beautifuls. Hello, 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 hello. I am here to share some messages. All right, I have no notes today. I am simply connecting with our Pleiadean family. So, if you feel deeply connected to the seven sisters, these stars in the sky, of the Pleiades, then this may be nice and potent for you at this time. But they have really been popping up a lot this month, and I was like, all right, I'm only going to channel and offer messages when I feel called. Also, here's a little sage, everybody. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today because continue to arise, and here we are. Finally happening. So thank you for being here. Hi Raymond. Hi Cosmic Jupiter Wisdom 999. Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, this is gonna be a quick little channeling for everyone. And I also just wanted to talk about some themes that are going on here as well. Right now, I'm looking at my calendar. I've got like, it's cute. The space I've created for myself. I hope that all of your spaces that you create for yourself feel like you. So I know mine does, and it continues to evolve. But I'm looking at my calendar. This Saturday, we have a soul circle. If you are a member, Raymond is a member. Hello, welcome. So yeah, we have a soul circle. We're going to be doing more practices, more breath work within these circles, as well as movement. So we have that on the 28th. If you're not a member and you want to join, everything's down below. But I also posted within the community tab a little special something. I really want to start a light language support group. This is something that has come up a couple times throughout this month. I'm like, all right, it would be so lovely to have an intimate space to really just offer this gift of light language, the healing, the activation that it offers us, the messages that it offers us in a more intimate container, in a more individualized way, instead of just like through here. So I have a poll on there whether or not I should bring this just strictly to membership, keep it all on YouTube, or if we should actually meet on Zoom and do this like once a month to really just receive and connect and all of the things. So please do check that out if you have not already gone into the poll. I want to get everyone's feedback. I know that light language is a huge draw to this space and to this channel. So yeah, I'd really love to offer it even more in a more personalized way. Something that's calling me, so yeah, that's what's going on. But yeah, let's just really tune into the current themes that are going on right now. I know personally within my life, I've been feeling this big call to slow down. I've been feeling this connection to my abilities and my gifts in a new way. And it's really just guiding me into this place of being able to trust it even more, right? We can have some level of trust, but there's always a deepening that we get to explore and move into, especially as human beings. We are so deeply connected to so many different beliefs and so many different influences. And we have social media. There's just so much out there telling you how to do things, right? So we can almost lose track of like, what is it for me? Right? What is it for me? What does it actually feel like to be me? And shout out to my partner and really just being such an advocate for me doing things my way. So I just really want to inspire you to do things your way, to really follow your intuition. There's so many times where like I knew how I wanted to do things, and then I listened to a few people and then I did it their way, right? And then like coming out of it, I realized, oh my gosh, I wanted something different. It didn't fully align once it got there. It all sounds good in the beginning, but this is just a remembrance that like, okay, we have specific callings and specific reasons for doing things for specific reasons, right? We are also unique in that way, and we are also connected in that way. So why not be fully and deeply devoted to our own intuition and to actually allow that to come through? So I've been really feeling a calling of like slowing down as we are bringing up this very fiery energy that comes from this new moon. If you look online, and this is something I shared on Instagram too, but if you look online, everyone's going to say that it is in Aquarius. So like I always say, please look up in the sky and at the stars. Please look up and see where the moon actually is in your sky. Right now, when I was looking it up this past weekend, we had a women's circle here where I live. It was between Capricorn and Sagittarius. So we are really working with these earthly energies. We're really working with this fire that's like bringing us into a more aligned state from a rooted state, right? We're being called to really move from this really rooted, like unmovable force type state. And then with this, the Aquarius, we are also opening up into, okay, what is going on here that is not serving me? Recognizing that these thoughts are not ours and allowing them to fade into the background so that we can really ground in and see, all right, what is that first action step? What is that one thing that I can do to bring myself into deeper alignment to my desires, right? To really start to co create with the universe. What is that one little thing that I can do for myself? So, this was a question that came up for me, and I'm curious if anyone else is feeling this type of energy. With this, there's also a lot of like I'm feeling right now. There is a lot of grief, there is a lot of loss, there is a lot of this desire to allow rage to come through. And a lot of the time, this rage can be deeply hidden by anger, it can be deeply hidden by sadness, it can be deeply hidden by frustration. So, this grief is very much, and this rage is very much entangled with all of these different emotions and thoughts, and this need to continue going because supposedly that's supposed to help everything is just to keep going. But what we're really being asked to do at this time is to open, is to be with it, to be present with it, to recognize when it's coming up, and to actually offer space for it to be released, offer space for it to be felt, to for it to be present. Okay, and for you to be present with this. Because when things actually become emotions, they were once, most of the time, I feel like this isn't all the time, but they were once thoughts. They were once thoughts. They were once maybe a cord or connection that was had. It could be an attachment. So these emotions really come from attachments, right? And as human beings, we're always going to have some sort of attachment to something, and it's going to trigger these types of emotions. So, recognizing that as things arise, really offer yourself the space. And when we do offer ourselves a space, it can be really easy to just draw back into this place of like sadness, draw back into this place of depression, draw back into this place of really just seeing everything as just negative and hard and difficult, right? And I am such an advocate for reminding all of you and just allowing that remembrance of your love to come through, liberating your love so that in those moments where you may start to feel like things are difficult, you can actually see the excitement within it. You can actually see the fun and the play within it. And this may seem very contradictory, but over time, and I know if you're watching this, like you've been through it, you've been through it many times again and again and again and again and again and again. Okay, and if you have not, if you're like currently going through this experience of like recognizing that you can handle what is coming your way, that you are literally meant for the path that you were living on, no matter what choices you make, like boom. How incredible is it for us to have this moment to just be, to allow things to pass, to recognize we live in this space of earth where things literally transform every single day, every single moment. They're always shifting their state and transforming and moving and alchemizing. Always. And we are a part of that as human beings with our bodies and what we're experiencing, the sensations that we're experiencing. It is temporary. It is temporary, and it's so deeply connected to the energy that we are experiencing and recognizing, instead of like saying this is hard, this is difficult, staying in that place, but actually knowing like, okay, this feels tough right now. That does not mean it's going to feel tough in the future, right? It's only bringing you into more remembrance of the power of your energy, of your creator, of who you really are, right? So, oof, I feel it so much in the chest right now. And I feel like some of this is really also coming from the Pleiadians, as I called upon them before I pressed live here. You put into words what I feel. Yeah, that's amazing. This is the toughest thing. For me personally, trying to put into words what I'm feeling or what I'm seeing for people does not always come super clear. So I'm really happy that it's coming through clearly and it resonates right now. So, oh my goodness, if you're really receiving, please do like the video. Really supports these messages and this channel and myself. But yeah, just take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to recognize, even if you don't know what you need at this time, that's okay. Even if you don't know what you should be doing for yourself at this time, that's okay. Don't expect yourself to shift and change at such a rapid rate, needing things to go away immediately. And this is what we have been doing. This is what our ancestors have been doing for the past couple generations, is like just going, just pulling up your boots and just keep going, right? A lot of us have not had that experience of allowing the slowing down, allowing the space to actually experience what's happening, to actually take a break, to actually honor what we're feeling and not necessarily push the pain away, push, the suffering away, push all of these things away that are teaching us resilience, that are teaching us the greater balance of life, of presence, of slowing down, of being here, of being a part of nature. Right now, I'm looking at nettle, this beautiful stinging nettle, this weed, this plant, this spirit. And yesterday was my first time really harvesting her at a farm here where I live. And it was fascinating because during I'm in California, we just had a lot of rain and the nettle sprouts up, and the marrow, which is a medicine for the nettle, sprouts up with it, right? And the stinging nettle, it stings you, right? So I was sharing during the women's circle, like all of these things about nettle, and I was showing the women like the nettle that was around. And then we also had a little ceremony with the nettle. We had some tea, a nice infusion with the nettle. And it's something that's been really helping me in regulating my hormones for my cycle. And then this event comes up where we can actually go harvest nettle. So in that process, continually again and again and again, by the women that were working with this plant, that actually had a relationship with this plant, were saying how it was really teaching them boundaries. It was teaching them mindfulness. And this is really what I took from this experience. Instead of like, just taking it up and getting stung and having little irritation on my fingers, like really being present and mindful, like even in the moment that it switched, that's when I felt the sting, right? So it was just such a beautiful experience to work with the earth and to learn from this plant, this sense of like, all right, are you actually here? Are you actually present? Are you actually willing to experience this and not just rush on to the next thing? So this is really what I've been learning from Nettle and working with her and being able to actually touch her. So, and it's also like a very masculine plant too. I'm just saying her, so excuse that. But take what resonates, take what leave what doesn't. But this was really what was arising at that time. So I want to share any other messages that may be coming up. Hello, hello, welcome. And just see like what the Pleiades really has for us. Like I said in the beginning, the Pleiadians have been popping up everywhere for me. And I was just so called to come live like in between meetings today, just to share whatever else there is that they have for us. So just thank you for being here to receive. I hope you're having a loving day. I hope that you are catching a smile with the trees every now and then and reminding yourself that, yeah, these things pass and it's okay to be with them as they pass. It's okay to be with them as they are here instead of trying to, you know, um, medicate, or necessarily not really medicate, but more so try to move past it really fast. We always try to get rid of it really fast. We're taught to do that. So be with yourself in the journey. Ua masho oa kai satama ua shakari ia tatua ua hua shakaya rehi tambu. Tambua Shaya Sakayatatia Lakiata What's coming through is the power of our words and really allowing everything that you say to come from a true place within, to really come from your gut, to really come from the deepest part of you. And this isn't something we all practice, right? Some of us just speak and talk and talk and talk. And I've had moments where I've sat down to record videos and I just feel myself like yakking, right? You think like there's not a lot there, but there are messages there, right? But there is a potency in our words, and allowing it allowing ourselves to have a moment to experience what we're receiving and what we are about to offer and give is really important right now. So really looking at the way that you are speaking about your experience. The energy is highly potent and it always has been, but for some reason, like right now, the stress is on this is the word stress, right? There's some good stress out here. And the stress and the focus is on really just allowing ourselves to be more mindful of what we're saying continuously, right? Because they are spells. The words that we are saying there with it is spells, and especially the tense in which we're using, right? As creators, it's a it's a big reminder that like we are creators of our reality. There's no way that any of this exists without our our sense of reality and our brain and our mind actually creating what we're seeing, what we're feeling, this connection, the electricity, the energy that is inside of us, allowing us to experience things outside of us when it really is all within. It really is. So recognize what spells are you putting out there? What words are you putting out there? What have you been affirming to yourself again and again and again and again? And instead of seeing them and being like, oh my gosh, I've been saying all of this is so difficult and everything sucks and all the, the money is terrible and all these things. And okay, you are affirming that with probably millions of other people, right? So what if we switched that language and those stories and actually invoked within this process of rewiring, and it really just takes being more present. It really takes you being grounded in your core values. Ang kaya na siyata pua o kasadiara kiam arahi la kiasato o shadayara yata kaya de gora kasato ama yasatiara kia shakatuam arahi shakwara nda umbu o satayara hayata kaya to ku shadayara na kaya satambo a arahi la kaya to satayara kia na kuasapoa ashira kiata maua. And recognize your posture right now. How is your posture? This is a big indicator of how you may be feeling, the safety that you have within your body and your nervous system. It can affect so much, just your posture, just the way that you sit, the way that you stand. So correct yourself. Come back. Come back. Your ability to be grounded in yourself, to actually be present with what is happening, to slow things down, to be honoring you and your core values, your soul is what's needed right now. And that all involves the words that you are saying, the thoughts that you are thinking, and be compassionate and loving to the parts of you that are subscribed to things that are not of your core values. Okay, recognize that there is sacredness and there is beauty in that. And it came from a place of protection. It came from a place of fear. It came from a place of distortion. It may have came from a place of love, just as a distorted type of love. So this is a lot of energy, and I hope you all are receiving what is meant to be received right now. And please do share in the comments. Please do share in the chat if there's anything that's coming through for you in these transmissions as well, as it is going to be, really what you are meant to receive. Akiata suana hiata kaya takoa la kamba oa sotira kesha takutuana kaso tapuam. Arahia la hiata kua sotira hiana oa. Arahiana oa sakayata oa shapu oa kasa nahiana oa shatira kiana una kiata sigara kwa shalakia. And they're really saying that to offer a space to really tune into like what our base thoughts are that we have, like our daily thoughts, the reoccurring thoughts that we have, to really tune into that and to help us see what those thoughts actually are. So maybe that's something that we'll tune into this weekend mm, during our soul circle. Shukua satira kanda kua satya tapua arahia lakia takia satuana kia shatira kutatia. And just like really, this is a reminder, right? You already know. This is a reminder that, like, okay, can we continue? And this continuation, woo-hoo-hoo, woo-hoo-hoo, will eventually land and it will become your natural state of being, your natural way of walking on this earth, right? Even as things arise, like you start to react and respond differently. Alice says, yes, went through this during ceremony this weekend. How magical, right? We're all in ceremony this weekend for the Lunar New Year and really just experiencing these connections and these messages. Like it's so we're so connected, y'all. It makes me so happy to really be able to hold this space and to share these reminders. Thank you for the sunshine and reminders. Feels like home. Yes, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. Me, me, nahi, nahi. Mhm. Here to uplift, right? We are here to uplift. We are here to empower. We are here to remind. We are like, I'm seeing, how do I describe this? It's like a current and it's connecting everything. It's almost like dots or like electricity, or it could be water. Like I'm seeing the electricity and the water like together and like connecting in dots on a grid is what it is. Is what it really feels like. So recognizing that you showing up in any aspect of your life is felt, and it charges and activates and brings through more of that energy into the collective field. All right. It really does. And there may be some adversity, there may be some separation that gets to occur before this unity happens. So, really holding compassion, really holding love, allowing the liberation of your love and your processes, okay? Even if you were like doing incredible this past month or this past week or day or few hours, and then something shifts completely, like it is so intricately connected with your body, what you are experiencing and being influenced by all the time. So notice what you are consuming, notice what is going on, like really get clear on like what is nourishing me, what is fueling me, what is bringing me what is happening here? What happened if you are a woman, especially noticing in the past like 30 days in your cycle, even if you aren't bleeding, you still have this energetic cycle as a woman. So really recognizing like when those shifts are and begin to offer yourself the medicine that your body desires at this time, okay? We are here in our bodies. So really honor it, okay? And offer yourself this space. I'm going to be recording a video a little bit more on my own womb healing journey and hormonal regulation and all of those things, because just we can complain so much about these things, and at the end of the day, like, it comes back to actually honoring your body. It comes back to actually honoring the things that you believe, your core values, your soul. So and not ignoring things. There's no room for that. There hasn't been room for that, and there is no room for it. So if you're feeling a sense of struggle, if you're feeling a sense of like a battle, like a pushback. All right, step back, surrender, create, co-create with the universe. Really drop into you, drop into what your intuition is giving you, drop into what your womb is offering for you, drop into your heart. What is your heart telling you? Okay. And trust it. Can you accept it? Can you actually accept what's happening and not just in the next day go back to your routine? Like, can you actually devote to that? What steps are you going to take to devote to that? And can you hold your body in the process? Okay. All right. That is everything I have to share for today. Thank you all for receiving and for being here. And if you've received anything at all, please do like the video. Please do comment what comes up for you, what is arising for you. I love to hear your wisdom and what you would like to share, right? This is a place to share, to connect, to remember, to embody, and to love, and to like liberate this aspect of ourselves so that this process can be of joy and can be of love and can be sensational. Sensational in the way of like knowing that, yeah, we are humans and we're going to feel all of the things. But that just simply means that we are alive. Okay. That simply means we are alive. So thank you for being here. Presence, 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 presence. Finally found out about my past life. Yes, so exciting. It can be so reflective to tune into past lives for sure. All right, y'all. Gotta get going. I love you. Drink lots of water. Move your body today. Be with yourselves. Remember who you are. Honor each other. And yeah, continue to use your power to empower. I will see you all in another video. And if you'd like to join us for our Soul Circle this weekend, I do it once a month for our members. And also, I'm going to be sharing a lot more transmissions on YouTube memberships. So, and they're going to be like more unedited things that I'm just going to put out there and share for you guys that are members. So, yeah, it's a beautiful place to support not only me and the channel, but also to receive so much, so much more like content and actually workshops and things like that. So, love you so much. I'll see you in another video, everybody. Have a beautiful day. I'm so grateful for you. I appreciate you and your presence. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Goodbye.